Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. What a lovely sunny day it is. I must tell you, I was just waiting for this day to happen because in Delhi in winters you just crave to see a good sunlight, and when you are a content creator you definitely need one. So yes, after such a longest time I feel I am getting that natural light, and I just thought let me just quickly sit down and review some of the new makeup products which I have it. I've shown you these products in my haul videos, but I did not get the right day to film the review. So here I am with an interesting review. Simultaneously I will be telling you how do these products perform. So this is the look right in front of you. I ended up creating using these new products. So if you're still interested, then keep on watching. So guys, this is how I look bare skin. I've just primed my skin as well as I have primed my lids to lay on some shadows. Since I'm playing around with this palette specifically, I would not go in with my base makeup first. Now everybody has their own style, their own way to do their makeup. There are certain days when I do my base makeup first and then eye looks, because I know that that palette will not have a lot of fall off and my base makeup will not be spoiled. But with this palette or with any ABH palette, I would say go in with your eyes first and then put your base makeup, because these palettes are really pigmented. Secondly, you will have a fall off. Let's be real here, and there's nothing wrong if a palette has a fall off till the time I'm getting the right pigment on my eyes. So I'm going to be using the Jackie Aina palette, the ABH one. I bought this palette only barely solely on the recommendation of Antariksha because she absolutely loved it, and frankly speaking, from the time I have received this palette I've been constantly using it. So this is not the first time I will be using, it's just that I wanted to do this review from the longest time. So let's see what look I'm going to create, because generally whenever I open this palette I end up using a lot of shadows. So let's just put some shadows. So first I'm going to go in with some more of a lighter shade. So maybe this pink I'm going to lay on top of my eyes, maybe on the crease. And the brush I'm using is by Morphe. Now you can use any brush you prefer, but this is the shadow I'm going to be laying on top of my eyes. My brows are not done. I did not get time to call the brow lady to do my brows, so we're just gonna roll in with this. So you see how seamlessly these shadows will blend. I don't have to talk about the pigmentation. Yes, ABH palettes can go a little here and there. I don't know anything about the Norina palette, but this one definitely works wonderful. I'll just give you a close-up of the palette. You'll see a considerable fall on the pan also. So it happens, so you don't have to really bother yourself till the time you get the shade right on the eyes. So I would highly suggest you, if you have like pigmented eyelids, like I don't have dark circles down below, I consider them as my dark circles. So if you have dark circles on top, on the lid, then prime your eyes and you will have a better payoff. Next up, we are going to go in with some deeper shades. So maybe I'm just going to go in with these two. I don't know, I just like mixing shades. I'm just obsessed. I'm just going to put on the outer V and gently blend. I'm not mixing too much. The mattes in this palette works wonderfully. They are really pigmented. The shadows do not have kickback. So what happened, basically when you see in the pan you may feel the shadows have kickback, but when you apply it on your eyelids you don't feel it. So that's a good thing in a way, because if you have hooded eyes like mine, then you want pigmented shadows because you need a lot of product to cover up the crease, then above that, and then you want to blend it really well. If the product is not good, well pigmented, then you struggle. A lot of kickback is not good when you are doing your eye makeup, I feel. It differs person to person also. Now I'm going to take the same pink and just blend out everything so that it doesn't look harsh and uneven. Next up, I'm going to go in with a good shimmer. Now there are certain shimmers I have never used in this palette. There are only 3 shimmers which I've never used. It's basically the purple one, this one, and I think, yeah, and this white one I have not used. Basically these 3 in the row I have not used. So let's use these 3 today. So what I'm going to do is maybe just mix things a bit here. I'm going to, oh my god, you see how pigmented it is? And I'm going to be mixing it with this one. So I'm going to mix Vigor Glizy and Shocking Ton. I don't know how it's going to appear on my eyes, but let's see. Let's just see. Okay, that looks good. I don't know how much you can see, but then it's looking really pretty. The purple though is a little more finer than any other shimmer, I would say. And I'm going to take that Vigor, the coppery shade again, and just put it on top, basically layer the purple. So you get more of an iridescent eyeshadow. Now with the same brush, the blending brush, I'm just going to blend the edges so that it doesn't look harsh. The shimmer is so good that you don't need too much of blending after application. As you could see, I could just do it so easily. See, for blending the edges, I did not take any extra product. I'm using the same brush. So you don't need product all the time. If you feel it's needed, then only use it. Because putting a lot of product, your eye looks doesn't look pleasant. So you have to make it look pleasant and appealing, not shabby. Now you can see a considerable amount of fall off has happened. But on my right eye, if I say so, there is not too much of fall off, because with my right eye, with the right hand on the right eye, fall off is not generally more, but on the left eye, because it's ulta, like it's otherwise I'm doing. So the fall off is not there too much, and even shimmers don't fall. So what I'm going to do is just clear up my face and come back here. So we'll do other half of the eye in a minute. Now I have a new eyeliner to test out. This is the Swiss Beauty metallic eyeliner. I was about to buy my oldie goodie, the black one, but then I saw this. I was like, let me just get this and try it. If it is good, then why not grab a few more shades, because this was only for 170 rupees after discount. So this is, I think, 06 shade. And I will leave it down everything in the description, because Swiss Beauty doesn't mention the names properly. So maybe I'll just give you a swatch. So this is how the liner is. It's very coppery, very deep. So instead of black, why not put something glittery? I know it doesn't fit the whole eye look, but let's just do it. Let's see how it applies, because firstly, I'm not a very brush eyeliner person. I like my liners to be felt tip, but this one is not very flexible. It has a little bit of stiffness going on. So let's apply the eyeliner quietly. Okay, that was quick, but it's not the driest one. Oh my god, why do I feel little burning sensation on my eyelid? I don't know, I've never felt it with an eyeliner, but I feel my the lid is burning with the eyeliner. I don't know why. Let it dry down completely. I don't know why it is happening. It should not happen. It's burning. It is definitely burning. I don't know what will happen when I'll remove my makeup. Okay, so the eyeliner is done on this eye also. But this eye now, it is, I think the burning sensation is going down and this one has started. So let it dry down completely. So I have a new foundation to test out today, so why not do our under eyes, my mouth area, a little bit of color correction before I apply the foundation. So I have a new foundation to show you guys today. So I'm going to first color correct since the eyeliner is drying. We'll see what is happening on my eyes when I will remove the makeup. We'll definitely update you in the video that what happened afterwards. But I don't know, it should not happen. So I'm using the orange corrector for my mouth area. It's very pigmented, guys. You can go a little extra with the product, so be very light-handed when you're using correctors from Sugar. So I like peach corrector for my under eyes because I do not have dark circles. So if you have dark circles, go in with orange corrector. I like to go in with peach. Okay, so I think my eyeliner is also dried down. I do not feel any kind of burning sensation as of now, but I don't know why I was feeling that way. I have not used eyeliner before. This is the first day I used it, so I don't know. I just washed it on my hands when I received it. So let's see what happens after remove, but now it has really set well. The foundation I'm going to use today is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Foundation, the 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Now, this was the long pending foundation and everybody wanted to know what do I feel about it. So here I am with this interesting foundation. And I got the shade 260. I should have gone for a shade darker. I generally go for a darker shade, but I have realized that I'm going way too darker because this is my skin. I wear a lot warmer foundation because my skin oxidizes the foundation to a lighter shade. I don't know, it happens with my skin, so I cannot talk about your skin because people say it oxidizes to a darker shade, but for me it works otherwise. So that is why I got this shade, and this is also a good match for my skin. So this foundation is gonna cost you 1200, but I got it in a good discount. So I have already been wearing this foundation. This is not the first time I'm going to be wearing. So I have taken 2 pumps on my hand, and this is how the foundation is. Not thick and not pretty runny, but you have to be really quick. So what I'm going to do, first dot the foundation. I still have a lot of on my hand, so first we'll start blending this portion. And I'm using the Vichy blender. See, it is a full coverage foundation. So that's how one full coverage of foundation is on this side of my face, and other side you can see how it is. Now I would say if you are a person who likes medium to buildable coverage, then 1 layer is more than enough. But if you are a full coverage person, then just go in with like a half amount of foundation which you generally apply on your full face of your foundation, a full face. Just take half of it and apply the second layer. You are done with the full coverage. You do not need like 2 times full amount of foundations, like 2 drops again. No, don't do that, because you will be ending up with a cakey face, because this foundation is full coverage. It says fresh wear, but if you start layering up way too much, then it will not be any more fresh wear foundation. Then it starts looking as if you have layered or put on a lot of foundation. I'm going to take from my hand as well. So now if I'm not wearing any kind of color correctors, my 1 layer is more than enough. But since I did do a color correction, you can still see the orange peeking through a bit. So I'm going to take like 1 pump and fix the whole face. So I'm going to take only 1 pump. That's more than enough, and we'll do the whole face. And I'm going to drag the same sponge on my neck. You don't need any extra product. So this is how the foundation looks. Oh my god, I just love the finish of this foundation on my skin, and since I have done a little bit of color correction, it sits really well. It has covered everything on my skin, so why not we just move on to another step. But I would not show you the other steps. What I do, I finish my whole face, then come back to my eyes and show you a new eyebrow product. I did this side of my face. Now I will be showing you a new eyebrow product which I have been using silently. So this is the Estee Lauder Brow Now Brow Defining Pencil. I did receive this in that pouch. I showed you all of these products in my brother gifting haul, where he did pick a few things and he got this pencil is free in that pouch. And obviously, what will you do with this? So this is in the shade 03 Brunette, and I quite like the pencil. So first I just like to fill in my brows a bit, and then again I'm just going to deepen them. Now the best factor about this product is that it is very easy to work with product. Oh wow, I love it. So I really like the pigmentation on this brow pencil. Soon I will be getting a big size in it. So after our brows are done, there's a product which I don't remember showing it to you while applying on my face, but yes, this highlighter is one of my favorite highlighters. So this is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded highlighter in the shade Make an Impact, which I have talked so many times. It is such a subtle and a skin-like highlighter. It is a very different shade altogether, so I'm just going to apply a little bit. But it's like, you know, even if you accidentally take a lot of product on the brush, you will still not see a lot intenseness. Like basically it's like more of a skin-like highlighter. So you need not worry while picking up this highlighter, and it is very fine. So you can see the finish is so skin-like. I absolutely love this highlighter again by Makeup Revolution. So yes, this is something which I've been lately loving. Lately means I've been loving this past years, and I have absolutely loved the finish on this one. This is something which I feel everyone would enjoy. And again, the brush picks up right amount of product and you get such amazing highlighter. You can build this up to another level if you just wet your brush, but by itself it is going to show up like this on the skin all the time. And now we are going to finish up the eyes as well. Now you can see this eye is already complete. I have applied the mascara, kajal, liner, even the lower lash line shadow. Now with this eye I have not done all of those things. Only the kajal and liner is being done. I did not apply the mascara. I will do it later. Now I'm going to take that deepest purple shade right here, and I'm going to do my lower lash line. When you want to give a little bit of depth to the eye, just go in with the deeper matte, which complements your other shades in your eye look. And then just to pump it up a bit, I'm just going to go in with a different shimmer altogether, something like these two, and just go into my inner corners and take it a little bit here. I'm not taking it upwards, I'm just putting it here. Ideally, I did not mix anything. I just took the shade Soleil, which is this one. That's about it. And I'm going to take the same shade and put it on my brow bone with the same brush. That's about it. And since the shadow is so intense, I'm just going to put it on the bridge of my nose. That's my favorite part to do. And then with my finger I just do this so that that harshness goes away and it looks like together. So what I'm going to do, put on some lipstick, set the face, open my hair and come back here. I absolutely love this look today. I just love the whole purple violet, and this lip just matches up everything, and my base makeup looks so well done. So let me just quickly give you a rundown on all the products. The Jackie Aina palette is definitely a must buy. If you want to add expensive, a good quality palette, then definitely it has to be this one, because ABH has a lot of palettes into this category. I'm not talking about their minis and whatnot they have launched, But if you talk about ABH, then after modern renaissance, I feel this can be a palette which can go with Indian skin, deeper skin, as well as everybody would enjoy it. So I like the pigmentation, the shimmers, everything performs absolutely wonderful on my eyes, and whenever you will hold this palette, you will definitely get creative. So pigmentation, the wearability, the longevity, and the shadows, the way they perform on my eyes are absolutely well done here. So if you were eyeing this palette and if you happen to get it, grab it, because this is a limited edition palette. And when I saw it, I was like, let me just get it, or else I will never get this palette. So if you still can get it, then get it, because you will not get it, because this was long time back. ABH was about to basically remove it because it was a limited edition. So yes, definitely worth trying palette from ABH. Moving on, since we were talking about an eye product, let's move on to another wonderful eye product. Is by Estee Lauder, the Brow Now 03 brunette shade. Oh my god, this is such a lovely brow pencil. This is one reason I avoid buying brow products from expensive brand, because once you like it, you just can't resist buying another one. And this is one segment of makeup, eyebrow, where you have to get the right product for yourself. If you like a pigmented pencil, you will just like pigmented pencils. If you do not like too many pigmented pencils, and if you end up buying one, you just hate it. So everybody has a preference with their brow product, and I like these kind of products for my kind of brows, because I do not like those sharp brows for my kind of face. I like to have a little roughness going on, neutrally done, or maybe I would say naturally done brows. I do not like to clean up also after doing my brows. I just like to do it with my foundation, but not excessively make it sharper. So that's how I like my brow pencils to work as well. So I like to have a pencil which is pigmented, but not overly pigmented, which just gets stuck into my brows and doesn't allow to fill in properly and shape them. So but this pencil does it all. This pencil really works wonderful for me. So if you have bought pencils on my recommendations in past, then you will definitely love this one also. And other thing which I liked about this brow pencil was the spoolie is not harsh. It's very gentle on the brows. So I like to have a spoolie also well done, because there are brands I do not like their spoolies, and that is one reason I do not even use their brow pencils. So the product, when is coming in a hole like this, it should be workable from both the ends. So will I be buying a full size? Yes, of course. It is expensive, but if you want good brows, easy product which you can just work out, then I will definitely be buying one. So definitely a must buy, a must try by Estee Lauder. Moving on to another eye product which gave me some burning sensation on my eyelid is the Swiss Beauty Metallic Eyeliner. Now guys, I like the application part. It has dried down really well onto my eyes. It's just that I don't know why this eye in particular was burning when I applied the product, and it was burning. But it was not that I cannot resist the eyeliner, but it was burning. For some people it can be a lot, but I can sustain heat, I would say. But after the product dried down, I did not feel anything. So abhi tak to it is looking really good, and I really like the application as well. So the liner is also good. But keep that in mind that if you buy, and even if you feel the same thing, then you have to decide if you want to put it or not. But I will definitely use this product because it was very easy. And as I said, I'm not a big fan on brush applicators, but this has a brush applicator, but the brush is not too flexible. It doesn't move too much. So I could easily apply my eyeliner. So for 170, you are definitely getting a good metallic eyeliner, and the metallic shows up. So yes, definitely something which I will be buying in few more shades, because they have some 5 to 6 shades. I would definitely try to grab the golden one, which I think I will be using it. So yes, another good purchase by Swiss Beauty. Now moving on to the face products. Now the highlighter, oh my god, this is such a stunning skin-like highlighter. I know the camera is not even picking like half of it, because you know camera eats up a lot of makeup. But this highlighter in general is like the skin finish highlighter. If you want to have something like skin finish which you can wear every day even without makeup, you can just get this one because this is very skin light. It will not show up too much on the skin. So if I'm not wearing makeup and I just want to put a highlighter just to give that glow to my skin, then I just go in with this kind of a highlighter and I'm done. I'm really happy with this highlighter, but not everybody would love it. So before buying this, be assured that you're not getting anything intense here. You're just going to get something like very subtle, very skin-like. Worth by Makeup Revolution. They have more shades. The formula is really good. For the price, it's very finely milled. It doesn't enhance my textures as well, even when I wear it without makeup. But I just wanted to show you how it shows up on the makeup as well. So this is how the highlighter is, and I absolutely love it. It is a 10 on 10 product by Makeup Revolution. And moving on to the last product, and the product everybody is waiting for me to talk about and give my final thoughts, is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Now I have used all the foundations by L'Oreal so far, the True Match, the Infallible, the Pro Matte, Infallible, and this one again. Now if I would say so, all the foundations are different from each other, but comparing it with the Infallible, the existing Infallible, which is not the Fresh Wear one, then this I would feel is more of a better version of that Infallible. That is also good, but I feel this can give you a little extra. How? It is a matte foundation, but I feel being full coverage and being very light, it just gives you that more of a skin like, and as it says, fresh wear feel. So yes, I do feel this with the foundation. Though on the other hand, the other Infallible is a matte foundation which is full coverage, and there the consistency I feel is a little thicker than the one you saw in this. So they both are different from each other. So if you are looking for a more of a foundation which is full coverage, skin light, and doesn't make you feel drying even after 7-8 hours, then definitely you should be getting this one by L'Oreal. Now I'm a big sucker for foundation by L'Oreal. I feel every foundation by L'Oreal is being done to perfection. This one also, it stays longer, it blends easily, it doesn't fill into my fine lines. I do not have pores issues, so I cannot comment on that. But it doesn't fill into my fine lines, which is underneath my eye, or for that matter even my mouth, around my mouth area. It doesn't sit in, and it doesn't even flake after a few hours. And even if you go in with good setting powder, like 2-3 times later part of the day, the foundation doesn't flake up or separate. So all in all, this foundation has been working really well for me. And since it was like, now we are jumping into summers, but Delhi mein it was cold, and this foundation was really doing well onto my skin because my skin was extremely dry at that point of time. So it works well in all weathers, I'm assuming, because it has been holding up really well on my skin. So all in all, a wonderful foundation by L'Oreal. If you want to grab one, you should be, because it is a good foundation. It is 1200, but I got this foundation on flat 50% off. So you will definitely get a good discount on Nykaa. So I will leave the link in my description. You can buy this foundation and you will thank me later, because this foundation is really well done. So those were some of the makeup products which I have been enjoying lately, and I must say none of the products disappointed me. I will be linking down everything in the description. If you want to grab anything for yourself, consider subscribing and following me on my Instagram @bronzingi. I will see you in my next one. Till then, you take care and ta-da!